Hey everyone, welcome back to the Paste Studios. We're now live with Brad Wolfe from Brad Wolfe and the Moon. Brad, thanks for being here, man.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's good to have another Brad W here in the studio.
It's confusing via email.
Yeah. That's right. You're here. So you founded and you are the executive director of the Reimagine End of Life Festival. It's happening right now in New York City. It's this massive week-long festival, 300 plus events where you guys, it coincides with Halloween, with Day of the Dead, with All Souls Day, and you guys are trying to, it's a fascinating concept to get people to think about death and dying and the end of life in a maybe a different and less dark way. It doesn't have to be just full of darkness and sadness. It is a dark and sad thing, but it's fascinating that you've put together this many events. Can you tell us a little bit more about the festival?
Yeah, so it's really an exploration of death and a celebration of life. Death is a taboo topic generally in this country. It's something that because our elders, we don't live with them all the way up until the end. Death is something that happens out of sight, out of mind in a hospital. Yet it's something that, if you look at what's going on in our society right now, we have the elections coming up in a couple of days. It's like there's something divisive, something kind of corrosive. It's like in the air around death. There's tragedies happening all over the world, and there's also this idea that as just in the way in America that people die, just even besides these tragedies, is bad. And it's not something we think about. So what we're trying to say with Reimagine is there's so many people thinking about this through other means, through creativity, through art, through comedy, through poetry, through music, through plays, through spoken word. We brought all these things together, and people are exploring this topic through all these mediums across this week. So 350 events generated by New Yorkers, community members that have rituals that they've developed around this that they're sharing now with a broader community.
Well, it's a fascinating project and a massive amount of work, I'm sure. It's a huge coordinated effort. So thanks for doing it. So we'll get underway. I know you got to run out of here to the 9/11 memorial event that you guys are putting on, which we'll talk more about in a second. But can you talk to us about the song you're about to play, which relates to every one of these topics we just talked about?
Yeah, so I'm going to start off playing a song called One Last Song. And it's really, the idea is that, it's like at the end of a dance, there's one more song before the night is over, which is very much like life, and we just gotta ask ourselves, why wait? So that's the idea of One Last Song. Feeling, falling, I hear you calling my name again and again, wanting, wishing, but the music's dying, it's getting late. Darling, where you been? And I know a place that we should be, somewhere with you dancing close to me. And I know that I could wait forever, but it's now or never. There's just one last song, then it's gone, gone, gone. One last song. I've been here all along. You go your way, and I'll go mine. Goodbye's a word we learn too well, I say it all the time. And under these unusual circumstances, I'll take my chances here tonight. I don't want fate to decide. And I know a place that we should go, somewhere where we could be forever. It's now or never. There's just one last song, then it's gone, gone, gone. One last song. I've been here all along. All along. Oh, I've been reading the tea leaves all along. I've known what we could be all along. I've seen you were the answer. Oh, all along. I was rhythm, you were my dancer. All along, I've been reading the tea leaves all along. I've seen what we could be all along. I've known you were the answer. Oh, all along. I was rhythm, you were my dancer. All along. You go your way and I'll go mine. Goodbye's a word we learn too well, you know. I say it all the time, it's now or never. There's just one last song, but it's gone, gone, gone. One last song. I've been here all along. All along. All right, thank you. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you. So you, man, the quote that struck me the most. I mean, the what this festival is all about, and this is huge, and this is as lofty. It sounds kind of, but it's a huge goal. So our goal is to inspire New Yorkers to reflect on why we're here, prepare for a time when we won't be, and to live fully right until the end. And that's like the biggest questions that anybody grapples with. And so can we talk a little bit about that mission in regards to what's happening today at the festival? So I know you're running out of here to go to the 9/11 memorial. Can you tell us a little bit about what's happening there?
Yeah, so if you happen to be in New York right now and you want to head over to the 9/11 memorial, it's a really special afternoon from 1 to 3 p.m. here. We have this incredible artist, Day Shilkret, and we've partnered with the memorial site itself, which is really rare for them to do anything that's not on 9/11 during the year like this. They've opened up the Glade, which is this canvas where Day is leading us in a workshop around the concept of impermanence. We'll be decorating with hundreds of people a mandala that we're going to be creating on the ground together out of found objects and flowers that have been people have been delivering to the memorial over the last couple weeks, and basically working together to share our own stories of remembrance and loss, and also the way that, like, as you think back about, well, it's a memorial, so you think of it as a very static kind of thing, like it's something that happened a long time, but our relationship to the past and to grief and to loss, it changes. So the way we think about 9/11 now is different, and you think of a memorial as static, but this idea of using art and pieces from the earth that then maybe tomorrow, if we come back to the same spot, they will have moved or decayed. It's a way to kind of show and have us kind of internalize that nothing in life is permanent. It's all changing, ebbing and flowing for good and for bad, and that's accepting that and embracing that through art is like a way to connect us more closely to our humanity.
Oh, it's amazing that you put together such a wide breadth of different events on this topic. I mean, and later on tonight you're working with the Upright Citizens Brigade Theater, right? To elucidate the concept and have people think about death in even a different way through comedy.
Yeah, so it's like there's so many different ways into this conversation, and what Reimagine tries to do is try to bring to people whatever way relates to who they are, and wherever you're at. So comedy is a great way to think about a subject as heavy as death, because within 1 second, you can go from light to dark And people think of grief is just sad, but like I said, it's not just sad. It's laughter, it's joy, it's all these things. And a comedian, you'll find with at the Upright Citizens Brigade, and also tonight there's this thing called the Shit Show that's a comedian event, and then right after that there's something called Die Laughing. So we have comedy events like across the week. And then I don't know if tomorrow is the other event that I'm really excited about. It's our closing night, because this festival's been going on all week. And tomorrow the band Dispatch, that I think may have graced here.
They were here about a year ago or so.
This very studio here, going to be performing with them, and they're going to be sharing songs that they've been playing. That as a musician, every musician writes about loss. That's like a driving force, whether it's a breakup or whether it's death. Thinking about endings is something that, like musicians, we do all the time. And so to have a show focused around that concept with them headlining is going to be really, really beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, so can you tell us a little bit about the second song you're going to play? I mean, I know something about the background of it as it relates to death and dying, and this is another. I mean, it's a song that you performed for a friend of yours who was passing on, and you're able to maybe ease it or help her to go in a more graceful way, or I mean, I'm sure you can say it much more eloquently than I can. But can you talk to us a little bit about this song and what it meant to you?
Thanks. Yeah. So this next song is a song called "Sara's Got a Sunbeam," and my friend Sara, this is back when I was 21, and what really inspired me to pursue music more, and also to think more about this festival and think, why is it that we wait till it's too late to celebrate the people that we love? And Sara's Got a Sunbeam is a song I wrote for Sara when she was in the hospital, and it was a way to cheer her up, really. And I found that playing music for her when she was sick, you can really see people talk about the power of music. I'm sure a lot of artists, talk about that, or it's an idea, but you really come to understand it when you're face to face with someone who's dealing with something as hard as thinking about their own mortality. And you can see the way that it can transform somebody's mood to something different. And so it was such a gift to be able to play music for her in the hospital. And so this is the song "Sara's Got a Sunbeam," is one of those songs that I wrote for her. And I rarely play this song, so it's special to play this. Thanks. Sara's got a sunbeam in the palm of her hand. Sara's got a sunbeam and she shines it everywhere she can. She's gonna be a doctor, she knows all of the facts. But there ain't no better medicine than the way she laughs, and in the way that she walks, and the way that she talks. When Sara drinks water through a bendable straw, mostly polished, a little bit raw, simple yet beautiful. Simply beautiful. You might bend, but you won't break. You are strong, you can take it. You might bend, but you will not break. They bend your light, but it still shines behind the clouds. The sun is still in the sky, and if you cry, I don't mind, it's alright. You are strong and able. Sara's got a sunbeam, unfadable. Honey nut Cheerios and likes afternoon time runs. But when she runs, she don't run away. She takes life as it comes. She loves orangutans and soccer games. She knows each word to the song that's playing. Look in her eyes to hear what she's saying. Silent yet so strong. Silently strong. You might bend, but you won't break. You are strong, you can take it. You might bend, but you will not break. They bend your light, but it still shines behind the clouds. The sun is still in the sky, and if you cry, I don't mind, it's alright. You are strong and able. Sara's Sarah's got a sunbeam, unfadable. And if you need to talk to me, I'll be there for you. Please don't thank me, I'm just glad to stand beside your glow. They bend your light, but it still shines behind the clouds. The sun is still in the sky, and if you cry, I don't mind, it's alright. You are strong and able. Sarah's got a sunbeam. Yourself on a rising star, and if you cry, I don't mind, it's alright. You are strong and able. Sarah's got a sunbeam, unfadable. Sarah's got a sunbeam in the palm of her hand. Sarah's got a sunbeam and she shines it everywhere she can. Sarah is a sunbeam.
All right, Brad, thank you, man. So we just want to make sure that everyone knows where to find these events, and so it's letsreimagine.org. The New York Festival is happening right now. Tomorrow's the closing night, and that's the big show, the Dispatch show that you were talking about. It's at Poisson Rouge tomorrow at 7:30. That's Dispatch, Laurie Kilmartin. You're going to be there, and Dispatch. It's not a secret to say that Dispatch, that you guys are collaborating, right? Or is that?
I mean, I may or may not be doing a song with Dispatch. I could give you maybe. I'll give. It's good. It's no. I don't. No. I like. I mean, no one's watching this right now.
That's not true.
I see you. No. So yeah, come out. It'll be really special. I mean, for me, the idea of being able to put on and be part of this incredible team of people that's putting on this week of events. And to have it culminate at this last event with a band like Dispatch that I grew up loving, and go and seeing their show and have it kind of inspire me to be a musician, and now sharing the stage with them, not just playing music, but doing it in such a meaningful way with all of us thinking about what the music really means and why we're doing this. Music is something that makes us feel alive. And there's something to that, part of what Reimagine is about is inspiring people. The reason there's 350 events is because we're inspiring people all across the city and hopefully the whole country to be creating their own offering to the world, whether it's a song or a poem or a piece of art. There's something about transforming your feelings around loss if you've lost somebody. There's something powerful about taking that and creating something out of it. It takes that energy and makes it into something beautiful. And so that's why there's so much love in music.
Well, man, best of luck with everything. Hopefully there's, and we didn't talk about this offline, but hopefully there is a Reimagine 2 and you continue to do maybe the bi-coastal thing. I don't know if there are plans for San Francisco 2019.
So there are plans we'll be back in San Francisco next October. We had 175 events in San Francisco this past 6 months ago. We'll be back there in October, next October. And we're planning to be back in New York City in April of 2020. So, it seems far away, but the way that time moves, it'll be here before you know it. So it's already time to start thinking about how you can contribute. And then the other goal we have is to expand this across the country. So we want to come to your city, wherever you are, and we want to take this on tour. And really what it means is bringing some of these incredible individuals we found, but and having them visit your city, but then also having everyone within a city then create the events that make this what it is. Every festival we put on is a reflection of the place that we're in. And so that's why here in New York, there's a very New York feeling to what we're doing here. That's why I'm going to be at the Memorial in a few minutes, because that is like the heart of New York City. And every city has something like that, maybe not quite like that, but their own expression and way of processing. So just please reach out to me at brad@letsreimagine.org. Happy to correspond with anyone out there. And I just really want to say how much I appreciate you having me here in the studio to share this message, because what we're trying to do is amplify this conversation to show that it doesn't have to be something that we can't talk about. There's something healing about talking about it. And so, part of what our mission is we have these events, we can put them in the span of 1 week, and hopefully that draws enough attention for someone like you to invite us into the studio to play music, and then gets you talking about it on the airwaves, and people out there are like, what the hell is this? And next thing you know, you at home are talking about the same thing and talking to your friends and loved ones and saying, hey, we can talk about this. We can prepare ahead for our own end of life, and we can talk about remembering the people that we love and bring them into our own lives now, and just live in a state of wonder and awe and beauty at this precious life that we all share.
Well, it's a total pleasure on our side to be able to use this platform to spread a message that matters quite a bit and is as deep a topic as they come. I mean, these large existential questions it's important, and we're happy to use the platform to spread that and to get people talking about it. So can you tell us a little bit about the last song that you're going to do?
Yeah, so I'm going to close with a song called Tall Grass. This song is about, the key line in the song is, I'd rather walk through the tall grass than sit on the highest throne. And the idea is just that, when you realize that life is short, there's no time for the bullshit. That you should pursue what you love. There's no need to shoot up here when what you really need is right here. So. VCRs, don't want a big house, don't want a big car. I just want to go walking and talk to myself. No telephones, TVs, and VCRs. Don't want a big house, don't want a big car. If you want to come and check your bags at the door, or I will go alone. Mirror, mirror on the wall, life is not a fairy tale after all. Mirror, mirror, what you reflect is a life that's filled with too much regret, too much time wasting, accumulating. I am so tired of taking and taking. I'm throwing it down. Look, ma, no hands. I got my feet on the ground and I'm flying. Telephones, TVs, and VCRs. Don't want a big house, don't want a big car. I just want to go walking and talk to myself. No telephones, TVs, and VCRs. Don't want a big house, don't want a big car. If you want to come and check your bags at the door, or I will go alone. The queen don't look as good as she used to. The crown don't fit as good as it used to. I do not like all these things that I used to. I will go alone. I'd rather walk through the tall grass than sit on the highest throne. Clear, don't need no crystal ball. Life is but a Ferris wheel after all. Around and around and around we go. Stop the machine, I'm taking control. So back up, rewind to another time, to another place where we remembered faces and names, and we sat and we talked and we loved. Earth down below, stars up above, and we lived. No telephones, TVs, and VCRs. Don't want a big house, don't want a big car. I just want to go walking and talk to myself. No telephones, TVs, and VCRs. Don't want a big house, don't want a big car. If you wanna come and check your bags at the door, or I will go alone. The queen don't look as good as she used to. The crown don't fit as good as it used to. I do not like all these things that I used to. I will go alone. I'd rather walk through the tall grass than sit on the highest throne. Tall grass than sit on the highest throne. Thank you, guys. You're too sweet.
Brad, thanks so much for coming and playing these songs. And you've got 23 minutes to make it to the 9/11 Memorial right now.
See you guys there. I'm out of here.
The
Love
One
you guys.
Train will do that. Dude, thank you so much, man.
Reimagine. Peace.